Welcome back to another episode of Virtual Vegan. I am your host, Leanne, and this week we are making one of my favorite recipes, which is for vegan pizza. So let's get started right away. Here are the ingredients.
Vegan mozzarella shreds and marinara sauce, vegan parmesan, garlic salt, and cayenne pepper, red bell pepper, zucchini, kalamata olives, oregano, basil, and rosemary. Store-bought dough.
Alright, and once your sauce is evenly distributed, the next thing you're going to do is use a vegan cheese. I like to use Daiya, but there are a couple different brands out there. And so you just sprinkle that. Okay, so once you get a desirable amount of cheese on there, we're also going to add a little bit of the vegan parmesan. I'm actually going to do an episode in the next few weeks showing you guys how to make this vegan parm. It's a really popular recipe that's typically made with cashews, nutritional yeast, which we talked about in our first episode, as well as some garlic salt. So this is made using pistachios, almonds, nutritional yeast, and garlic salt. So I will go back and do an episode, or go forward I should say, and show you guys the different ways to make vegan parm. So once you've sort of sprinkled the pizza with that, we're going to add on a little bit more once we're done. You are going to heat up some oil in a pan on the stove. I've gone ahead and heated that oil. And then what I do is just put the red pepper and the zucchini into the oil just to fry it up a little bit before we bake it. Alright. And so we're just going to let that saute for a little bit and we will come back to it in a moment. Now that the vegetables are sauteing a little bit, we're going to preheat the oven to just about 425. And then also in the meantime, I'm going to take a little bit of this dried up basil and just spread it across the pizza. So you just do an even coat of this basil. I've used fresh basil before, either works fine. And then we're going to sprinkle the pizza also with a little oregano. You can also just hit the dough with a little bit of oregano beforehand if you really enjoy that flavor. Alright, so we get that on there. And then something that I personally, a flavor that I really enjoy is fresh rosemary. So I'm just going to sprinkle the pizza with a little bit of this rosemary. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and put the kalamata olives on. I usually slice them in half, or you can use whole kalamata. I really like olives, so I sort of put a lot of them on the pizza. In terms of all these vegetables, these are just what I enjoy eating. You can use really any vegetable that you want on the pizza if you like things really spicy. I've had it with a jalapeno before, which is really good. So now that that's done, all we are doing is waiting for the vegetables to finish frying up. Sounds like they're done. Alright, I have put the vegetables on a plate to make it a little bit easier. And I just spread them evenly throughout the pizza. The reason I cook them a little bit is just to give them sort of a bit of a crisp to them. You could definitely just throw them on the pizza and bake them up. Okay, so now that we've got the vegetables, on the pizza, we are going to go ahead and just do the finishing touches, which is a little bit of garlic salt, some more of our vegan parm. Let's just use it all. There we go. Why not finish it off? And then, personally, I love cayenne pepper, so we're just going to do a bunch of cayenne. Alright. And that's about it. It is ready to go in the oven.
Alright, it is out of the oven. Let's do a taste test.
Okay. Here we are. So, we've had this before, but it is always interesting to see how it comes out each time. So it is now time for our taste test, Tony has gone ahead and served himself up a plate. I'm gonna grab a couple pieces here. No, a few. Ooh, it is hot. Alright, even though it's hot, we gotta take a bite. You got it ready?
Yeah.
Alright. It's always good. It's like 10 o'clock at night. And our TV just went back on. So that's it for the show. You should make this. It's really, really, really good. And we'll see you guys next week.
Wow.
I mean, that could be fun or not.